Hey, Aura here, coming at you from the future with some context. All the posts discussed in this episode are from a very short burst of productivity on the Neurocode where people created a bunch of neurotyping memes. They do have value, some meaning to be mined from them, which is why we decided they should be discussed. But I'd be lying if I said this episode was necessary for you to understand the development of neurotyping theory. It's memes, and the internet is an edgy place. It's a horrific hellscape where empathy goes to die. And so, a lot of potentially upsetting subject matter is handled in a way that may very well be too flippant for comfort. The content warnings are on screen. If you want to sit this one out based on that, you won't miss much. Don't worry, we don't say anything super problematic. As I said, this is pretty standard internet fare, but it isn't standard fare for this podcast. You don't come here for some of the heavier shit in this episode, so I think the warning is warranted. That being said, come join us on the Discord. Have a great day whether you decide to keep listening or not, and on with the show.
Hello, neuroretrogenicists. Welcome back to the Neurotypeline, the world of pure imagination, where some of your realities become memes, and some of your memes become realities. For if that which is true is, of course, that which is real, and vice versa, thus the memes hold all the power. Now the introduction half out of the way, I bear some news. Tolgi, Oro, and Tarbuck have perished in a comical vehicular accident, in which they rode a tricycle, a bicycle with 3 seats as opposed to the usual 2, on the German highway, and were hit by multiple trucks and died. With that, I'm your local entropyromancer, Urcoy, and this is my your new permanent co-host. Say hello.
Hey, it's me, Roman, also known as ReadMe45 on the Reddit. All of my friends, 3 of my associates have died recently, and they're, I guess, not in this podcast. I don't know where this bit is going, Urcoy.
Me neither. It's going
all right.
nowhere.
Well, here they are, coming from the ether.
I am the ghost of Tarbuck Trensom. I have returned from my vehicular grave to haunt you with neurotyping.
Nice.
I have risen myself into a lich. I will add that to my list of titles. Hi there, everybody. I am Fast Talking Craftsman and Indestructible Super God, Tarbuck Transom, your host with the most ghosts by volume, your level 3 overseer, the firebrand with inner peace and clout chaser eternal, the lich of neurotyping.
Ooh. Do we have?
Is he talking into a cup? The fuck? I don't know if they can hear you. Take those effects off.
Turn that off. I can't understand.
Okay.
Is that what's another fancy word for a ghost?
Spectre.
Is that is that the specter of Ouroborista?
Yes, I am dead.
Am I next?
Are you next?
Yes. I was kind of hoping you would introduce yourself first.
Oh yeah, I was kind of hoping that too. By the way, note to self, you shouldn't let people who are still driving school drive. That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Also, I'm very proud.
Birthday, no less. Wow.
I kind of transitioned into into an adult. I'm very proud of that. Anyways, we have been joined now. We are 5 people squad. We are a 5 people squad, and we will be doing neurotyping stuff. And it's very funny. These have been very fun 3 days, because in these 3 days there was like an entire episode worth of content. Unfortunately, it's all memes. But
it's all
actually
memes.
not unfortunately. It's actually perfect.
It's perfect. Also, I want to point out that for me, this is all these are timestamped for April 14th. I don't know how you guys are getting 3 days and I'm getting 1.
That's weird.
Well, the first of them is July 1st, so that can't be
What
right.
the hell?
Yeah, it's the last one, not the last one, but July 3rd, like somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm looking at is that the date Neurocord was created, perhaps? And I'm just a fool?
Yes.
That would explain it.
All right. Another mystery solved.
Another mystery solved.
Isn't that the prime content you come here for?
And for that, I don't have any
Alright.
notes. We will just wing it.
First post. Cat&Chan. Neurochart according to a new type. Parentheses. Based on HTTPS. I'm not gonna read that whole
I'm not
link.
going there. I'm not going there.
Yeah, so we got 4 of these. This is the first of the 4.
Yes.
This is the new type one.
We have lovable in human calculator, highly dangerous in analyst, dangerous and fascinator, us in new type,
That's me.
chill in technician, good normies in quick-witted, weird normies in overseer, friends in aesthetician, insufferable in contemplative, therapists in understanding, good normies in externalist, very chill in impressionist, endearing in bookkeeper, chill normies in level-headed, annoying normies in clear-sighted, and insane in pure instinct.
I like how the middle 2 columns are all normies except for therapists and the danger zone.
Danger zone.
The danger
Yes,
I mean, therapists are kind of normies. Actually, they're paid to be
They're
normies.
paid normies.
They're paid to not be insane people, for the most part.
It's a hired, not high-functioning normie.
Yeah. It's a person who tells you how normies should think and then slaps you on the wrist for not doing that. That's what therapists are.
Yeah, actually, if you remember last episode, we had like these exact 5 normie types, like which have normies in their name. These
Why are
exact
there
5 were also like from the last one, but only the good normies. The good normies were like taken over from that quick without good normies. The rest are like weird. Oh, good, another one, but annoying, chill. I can kind of see that it's kind of involvement.
Well,
From
it's
that one.
based. I think it's based off that same one, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
that they're
it's
all-
in the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
According to the technician.
I'm struck by the triangle between chill, very chill, and chill normies.
Oh,
Is,
yeah.
is
Yeah.
this...
Mm, mm.
Can you draw a line there?
No,
for chart
but that
looping?
would. It's kind of like it's. How do I say this?
Yeah. It's,
No, go on.
it's-
Somebody else talk.
Yeah, it's 2 knights move and 1 large knight move away.
It's kind of like it's weird because it's like the bottom right corner of the quadrant if you're looking at it from a different angle. I don't know.
You have to draw that.
Yeah, you have to
I can't
change it.
imagine that.
Oh man.
That means, like, if I'm following you correctly, that means that the fourth one that completes the pattern is fascinators.
Yeah, it should be fascinator.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Oh, I don't like the shape it's making with all 4
Which
of those.
kind of asks the question that how dangerous would fascinators be if they weren't chill?
Anyways, I'm very, very happy with my typing. Lovable. Oh.
I find it interesting that a new type would see fascinators as especially dangerous.
Well, I mean, especially
Or
dangerous are
rather,
like
people
analysts.
becoming
but-
more dangerous as the lexicality increases at the same laterality. And
Yeah,
then
I mean-
suddenly become lovable.
Yeah, suddenly you hit escape velocity and then you are
Yeah,
lovable.
Right.
Well, think about
You know-
lore and data from TNG. Lore has like the balance of lexicality and impressionism and makes him highly dangerous.
I rarely think about anything else, but yes.
Yeah, that makes him highly dangerous, but data is just all lexicality, and it makes him lovable.
And data is dangerous. Just,
Yeah,
he doesn't use that potential.
yeah.
Then he fucking died.
I think it's funny how bookkeepers are endearing and then pure instincts are insane. Like,
Oh yeah, the
You're
pure instinct
insane.
insane. I don't understand. That's like
That's maybe the
insane
one I
to
don't
me.
get.
Yeah.
I would
love-
expect that to be backwards almost, you know?
yeah, maybe. Yeah, in some sense, that's what you would
Sorta.
expect.
Yeah, I find the green column quite interesting in general because it goes lovable, chill, then suddenly insufferable, and then back to endearing.
I mean, they were like
You're
consistent
good
with
unless
the.
you're a contemplative.
They were consistent with like hating on contemplative being insufferable.
Or contemplative
At least
versus
something.
new type is like they call each other insufferable. That pattern held since the last one of these.
Most of the gross mouth noises are probably being cut out, but I'm eating a Detroit deep dish pizza, actually from Detroit.
Dude, from Detroit.
It's unrelated, but I just want you guys to know the context that I'm bringing into this is one of peak flavor, as Detroit deep dish is the best deep dish pizza, probably the best pizza.
Don't worry, guys. Before we started the podcast, he went on a whole tangent about pizzas.
Yeah. In the vein of old Beatrician analysis, we have to exactly explain the perspective we're coming to this media from. In this case, that being eating a pizza.
You have to know the contents of our desk and the things we're consuming at the moment. I do, in fact, have my coffee.
Yeah, the context matters to your experience. You can't just watch Lucky Star alone. You have to watch it with friends.
Yes, exactly. That is the example I was going to use.
Yeah, of course you.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it is actually heightened very slightly by the chemical burns on my tongue from eating like a liter's worth of lime flavored potato chips.
Chemical burns.
Yeah, if you just eat sour things like for multiple straight hours, it will burn you because it's trying to digest
but I don't
you.
call that chemical burns.
But that's what it is.
Makes it sound like you drank like antifreeze.
Antifreeze wouldn't burn.
I don't know, like a chemical.
I mean, it does burn the other way, but
Yeah.
No, burn in this case refers to the effect that it is having on your flesh, not that it is causing fire. Anyway, all of this to justify the weird aspect of the weird normies. I still object to the normies part.
Yeah, but in this case, it's coming from a new type, so I think that's...
From the stance of a new type, weird normies make sense.
Yeah, it's funny. I'll say stuff that I think is pretty normal, and then overseers are like, "Dude, you know that?" Like, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and I guess in addition to being the abstract quadrant, we could also call this the weird quadrant.
Yeah. Weird normal.
Wait,
no,
The wacky quadrant?
There we go. The wacky quadrant.
There
it is.
Yeah. Laterality is weirdness.
IDK.
And it is like the right side is the wacky side. And the left side is I don't know.
No.
You're losing me.
The left side is cold, the right side is hot. So when you take weird and make it hot, it gets wacky.
What is weird and cold then?
Weird and cold is it's unknowable.
Odd.
All right.
Skew. Something that sounds too analytical for its own good. I don't know. I like a skew.
Does anyone is this person on the Discord?
Was, but
Person
not.
made this.
Cat used to be. I don't think he's more.
I see.
No longer.
What a shame.
Yeah, they were helping with the early Neurotypeline stuff also. Like a big collection of the Google Doc is like from her.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, the whole bottom half seems like the way I might describe all the normal people I interact with. They'll be somewhere in here.
I want more diverse takes out of this. Like, I feel like this is too close to the original one, which is not.
Hey, well, we got like 3 more. There's more iterations of
Well,
this.
then let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Chart according to centrist best type by Exy, a friend of the show and quick-witted.
Oh, yeah.
Human calculator. You either have a high IQ or no one believes you're a human calculator. Analyst. You have a high IQ or no one likes you. Or both. Fascinator. Please don't rape my children. New type. Please speak a decipherable language for the love of God.
No.
Technician. You probably just have a high IQ for some reason. Quick-witted. You either have a high IQ or you're compensating for it. Overseer. Stop crying, loser. Aesthetician. Kamina or poetry. Contemplative. Your death note doesn't work. Understanding. Mom, can I please have something other than rice? This is the 6th day in a row. Externalist. Pretty cool. I see when everyone likes them. Impressionist. Pretty cool probably, but I haven't seen one. Bookkeeper. For the last time. I know it is the damn rules. I just don't care. Level-headed. Sorry, I don't know how to play football, but I'd play with you if I knew how. Clear-sighted. Instinct gang. Pure instinct. Best.
I agree.
Sick.
The briefness of best seems appropriate
Yeah,
to me.
it's the only statement with a period.
Best.
Best.
It's the only one with the period.
Also, I cannot believe how accurate the human calculator one is here again. Like perfect.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what we are propagating. Like
Mhm.
either you are like high function, you can do like amazing stuff, or actually we believe that you're HC, but when you get reborn, you should never go HC again. Thank you.
Yeah, people just associate the terms human calculator with intelligence, just inherently calculator is intelligent. And people who do that, I don't know, they must have had to deal with a lot less shitty tech than I have.
Yeah.
If they read Homestuck, they would just know what that looks like.
Yeah. Right.
I like
Plenty of
the
low-functioning HC.
yeah. I like the understanding one in here. That's just probably his situation at the time. His mom keeps cooking him rice.
It's not even like, yeah, that was just, you just put that out there. It's not even like he was coming up with something. That
No
was just
more
his real
rice,
life. Please, mom.
Joke's on you, Exneer. I did stop crying when I was a little kid because I'm just so Chad, and like all the testosterone in my body prevents me from crying, and actually it's kind of a problem because it means that I don't get any emotional release when I'm sad. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yes. Testosterone is a neurotoxin.
Stop crying.
You're either crying or you're compensating for something.
Yes, I am compensating for something. The thing I'm compensating for is you.
Wow.
Spoken like a true stop crying loser.
Oro, you're just poetry.
Or Kamina.
Yeah, Kamina poetry, correct, good. I feel like we got just unanimously good one. Nice.
The only comment on this one is LMAO. I never thought of fascinators as pedos.
Well, you haven't joined the Discord then.
Oh, is
You're missing
that
out,
a
meme.
is that a stereotype about them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
It's a thing.
I can kind of see that in sort of like a Pied Piper kind of way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It is an unfortunate thing to just accuse of an entire group of like 1/16 of people are pedophiles. Is that what we really want to?
I don't think it's 1/16
Amen.
of people, but okay.
Yeah. I think back to the old time cake and distribution charts.
Oh God, what if 1/16 of people are pedophiles?
And
Like, you know how there's that.
yeah, for some reason I don't even think that's that far off. Probably.
You know how like there's this movement of like putting some pedo flag as like pushing it as though it's an
Yeah.
LGBT thing.
That makes me just feel disgusting.
And like I follow the logic here, but
Oh
like
god, the maps.
Sure. Yeah. Maybe don't, buddy.
1/16 of people.
Well, there's a quick Google search says that someone who wrote a book in 2008, I don't know who, just someone wrote that 5% of the population is pedophile, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, that would be 1 in 20. That's about the
Yeah.
same rate at which people are trans, I think.
Really? 1 in
Yeah.
20?
Well,
That is
for this
astronomically
definition
higher
of
than I
trans,
thought.
it's including
Oh.
any non-cis person.
Okay.
Like, there's more kinds of non-cis person than like conventional trans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There's also one thing about just how many people experience any kind of gender dysphoria over the course of their lives.
That's true.
That's also pretty high. Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Xy's post and not pedophilia?
I like that clear sight. It's an instinct gang.
Instinct
I like
gang.
the instinct
yeah.
gang callback.
Instinct Gang and Best. Yeah, the analyst one is also funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to think about analysts a bit.
Yeah, I think that's true for analysts.
They don't have to be true to be funny.
Yeah, right, of course. You might be an understanding and yet get to eat something other than rice.
Yep. You might be a contemplative and your death note might work.
It's true.
Ooh.
It's the worst timeline.
You never know.
I
Alright.
might speak a decipherable language for the love of God.
Yeah, I've never found you indecipherable, but maybe that's because our types are pretty close together.
Yeah, also I try pretty hard to be concise.
I feel like when Urcoy talks, there's more going on behind the brain. He's just not spilling it out there.
Yeah, I ain't spilling my noodles.
Master X 2000. Neurotart according to a contemplative.
Contemplative.
Let's see how insufferable they really are. Human calculator, I wish I was you. Analyst, almost as good as calculators, but can't always be relied on long term.
What?
Fascinators, lots of nonsense, lots of genius. Take care to not confuse what it is. New type, very funny, very smart, but oddly lacking in utility most of the time. Technician, actually productive members of society. Quick-witted, too cool to be normies, not cool enough to actually do much. Overseers, please just speak plainly. Aestheticians, keep doing your thing, but don't expect me to understand. Contemplators, almost productive members of society. Understandings, normies. Externalists, cool weirdos. Impressionists, really, I don't understand how your brain even functions. Bookkeepers, arrogant assholes who think they know how the world works. Level-headeds, dumb normies. Clear-sighteds, dumb weirdos. Pure instincts, how are you still alive? How do you even get anything done?
Yeah, how do you do it, Roman? How do you get all those videos done when you're not even alive?
Listen, all I can say is, what the hell did they do to the colors on this thing? I can't. It's confusing me.
This was copied from somewhere else. Maybe.
Must have been.
Maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
Shouts out to friend of the show, Rika, in the comments for saying, speaking plainly means speaking wrong. Or at least it takes too long.
Shout out to Rika.
Yes.
Shout out to Rika.
Or at least it's little tiny words.
Yes. I like, once again, the weird, like, sharp flip in the, like, bookkeeper contemplative area. This time it's the other way around.
Yeah. It's interesting that for all the things that accuse bookkeepers of, it's usually not arrogance. Arrogance seems like more like a mid-lat thing, at least.
In Digi's original video, there's a lot of emphasis on a bookkeeper's like being argumentative and like calling people out when they don't go along.
And that
with
matches my
practicality.
experience too. Like a lot of order quadrant people tend to be like, I don't know, difficult for me to deal with at length.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that arrogance.
Well,
fair.
I know a couple of them that are very arrogant.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, a couple will, of course, be for any time.
A few bad apples ruin the bunch, as they say.
As they ought to say more often, specifically about the police.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Just bringing that up.
Yes.
Welcome to the controversial episode, the one that is just memes and I don't know, criticisms of systemic injustice and pedophiles. Also pedophiles.
Yeah, we're just touching on everything today. I mean, maybe that was a very poor choice of words.
That was a poor choice of words. I'm not just touching on everything.
Oh God.
Oh boy, I do like the new keeper one, or new keeper.
The
Jesus
new
Christ.
keeper?
I meant to say new type.
That's
I
Charlie.
can't believe I said new keeper. Oh my god.
New keeper. Oh, the new keeper.
Oh, I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's like a beekeeper, but not right at all.
This is chart looping at its worst.
That it's worse.
I mean, even an instinct calculator doesn't sound quite as.
I would say pure calculator.
Pure calculator.
Pure calculator, but that just sounds more lexical.
And then
actually, you should
human
maybe say
Human instinct.
Yeah, instinct calculator. Like
Human
instant calculator, but instinct.
Pure human.
Wait, the answer of centrism was sitting in front of us all the time.
Pure human.
Pure instinct plus human calculator equals pure human.
Oh, man.
Or you're a new keeper.
New keeper.
Or a book type.
Yeah, you type a book.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now,
New book.
I feel like every episode we solve neurotyping all over again.
That's the fun of neurotyping. You feel like you solve it every time you talk about it.
Yeah.
Every single time.
You guys think we've milked this one enough?
Yeah, maybe we should go to the last one.
Yeah, let's hit up that last. Come on, lasty.
This one's from Geo or Vlad.
Geo. I did the thing, but for aestheticians.
I think this is the prettiest chart so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think this...
I like how it has different fonts for the different quadrants. It's nice. Human calculator can't understand you if you don't talk in memes. Analyst, hey guys, check out my opinion. It's the best opinion, by the way. Fascinators, what? I don't want to rule the world. I'm just being ironic. New type, too much of a good thing. Technician, people I'll call to help me fix my PC.
All right, that's true.
Quick-witted, stop nuking our lives with truth bombs, please. Overseers, we would be the same if you just let go. Aestheticians, you're talking to me? Contemplatives, is also able to fix my PC, but would also probably kill me for being too annoying. Understanding, are you eating 3 meals a day? You know you're supposed to sleep at least 8 hours every night. You shouldn't drink, it's bad for you, ...
Shouldn't drink.
Don't drink anything.
just in general, don't drink.
No more water for you.
Yeah, externalist, either love to hate them or hate to love them. Impressionists, like us, but more mysterious. Bookkeepers, have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in? Level-headed, you know what you want and how to get it.
Yeah.
Clear-sighted, you know what you want and you just go get it.
Yeah.
Pure instinct, bruh, hold my beer.
Accurate.
About the bookkeepers, have you tried just unplugging them?
Have you tried unplugging the bookkeepers? There goes Grandma's life support.
Just pull the plug on bookkeepers. Yeah.
Dude, you gotta unplug them from the social paradigm and the rule sets that govern our lives.
Funny, I feel like we're setting the tone for, like, my post on here.
For the crime one?
We'll get
crime one.
I feel like we really have been, honestly.
Yeah, it's
all coming together.
It's so funny and uncomfortable. Episode title? It's so funny and uncomfortable.
Sure.
Episode title? Are you a pure human or a new type or a new keeper?
I mean, so far we've been 50-50 on whether I listen to the will of the people for picking the episode title.
I mean, it's just a guideline.
Why do you even pretend to be democratic? Like, you're just doing it to see what people like, and then you go, all right, well, that's interesting. I think I'll go with what I want.
The thing is, it's a good advertisement, like for the people to engage.
Oh.
No, well, I just fucked up for the first one, because for the first one I just wrote down all the funny lines from the episode and was like, okay, vote on a title. And people picked a bad one, so I picked a better one.
Yeah.
But from then on I was like, okay, I'm only giving people the choice between things I'd actually be okay with being the title. And since then I have listened to the democratic will after pre-selecting their choices, which just tells you a lot about society, really. You should think about that one.
Yeah, it's like with the Pringles. They tried to, like, tell people, hey, vote on which Pringles you like. And they're like, I don't know if I like the burger Pringles or not.
Yeah. You have free choice between the options I pre-selected.
Yeah, so they have to pre-select.
And that's the best you could hope for.
People don't know what they want. Luigi, know what you want.
Alright. That's it for the chart from the perspective of whatever type memes.
Hooray!
From type perspective.
Those are fun.
Some of them will pop up again. Maybe we'll include them, maybe not.
Oh, yeah, also...
You get the idea.
Before we move on from this one, I do want to ask, do you think that you and I would be similar?
Yeah, I completely forgot about my actual points, yeah. What? Sorry.
Like, you're an aesthetician, and I'm an overseer. Do you think we would be similar, like more similar, if I just let go?
No, I don't.
Me neither. Oh, well.
I feel like you'd become a fascinator, if anything.
I don't know, maybe Geo means something else by letting go. I don't think letting go puts you in the impressionist zone. We'll get to the post later, it just puts you down a level. You can't let go, otherwise you just descend to the useless zone of your type.
I am
Never let go.
kind of clingy, I guess. Yeah, sure. I'm hanging on for dear life.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Overseer.
Apparently, I'm too much of a good thing.
Oh, wait a sec. Still some thoughts on these charts. How strong do you even generally think these effects are? Like, how strongly can you go, oh, these people I would like? Or how does this do these trends for people whose type have been reflected? Like, how does this show up in your friend group or such?
I think all of these are just for fun. I don't think you should like put too much effort behind it. And if you got a compliment, then that's good for you. If it's like bad thing, then you just ignore it.
Bro, oh my god.
That's how I do it. But I've only been getting compliments so far, so that's good for me.
Actually, I feel like the for the new type 1, the green zone is pretty accurate. That whole column. Because I think it's a distance enough that it has a general enough thing, whereas, I don't know, like Analyst and Fascinator are like way too specific.
Oh no, I love that it's so specific.
It is fun.
I think they all hit like Analyst and Fascinator like pretty well. It's like everything we want of them.
Among the 4 charts.
This shines a light on something I thought about recently, was that the terms of neurotyping can be as loosely or tightly defined depending on the situation. Because we get these really tight definitions of like that works, it's so funny, it's so good, and then if you want to be actually accurate, your definition has to be a lot more loose.
Yeah, right.
But it's not as fun.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I definitely think there are probably trends to what type you'd get along with most, but it's not that strong. Probably a person you could like could be anywhere on the chart.
Yeah, of course.
And even people of your same type will have different people they might get along with than you. Your neurotype doesn't determine that much about you.
Yeah.
I disagree with Gio on a lot of them. And some of it is maybe temperament. Like the thing Gio put for Analyst. Hey guys, check out my opinion. It's the best opinion, by the way. I know Gio finds that annoying. I like pompous douchebags. I get along with them just swell.
Is that why we're so cool with each other?
Probably.
So you're both douchebags.
Yes. You are a pompous douchebag I quite like, yes.
Well, I am highly pompous. It's one of my best features. And you can measure that like objectively based on how often I say the phrase "it's one of my best features," which is very often.
All of your features are the best features. This is why you're the best person in the world.
Are we going to talk about the Overseer post? What are we doing again?
Yes, Overseer post. Post by Cosmic Klinger called simply Meme.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else want to describe this one? I read the other charts.
With over 100 upvotes, by the way. It's like a really high one.
It's the Wojak thing where you have the guy with the mask when he's like crying underneath, but it looks like he's smiling, and the other guy's looking at him. So it's Overseers. Haha, lazy sad boy, why don't you do something, you bitch? Shut up, I can do the cool thing, I just don't feel like it now. Shut up. And new types, meanwhile, with the Chad faces. You are mentally ill. I know.
All right, let me just shed some light on this, because Cosmic Cleaner is Sage on the Discord, and I believe when the Discord first started, he typed himself as Aesthetician, but a bunch of us just bullied him into Overseer and demanded that he start typing himself as that. So I think that kind of sheds a light on the Overseer angle.
Gotcha.
Fun fact, this got shared by Beatrice on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty funny.
Classic. Oh, what did Sage say? I asked him about it to get a quote from the man. He said,
she said, and what did she say? I think you said whatever said.
I can't find it. Wait.
We can just cut it in.
Oh, he says, oh, well, that's a classic and one of the most worthwhile things I've ever done.
That's
true.
yes.
Straight from Sage.
Wait, but that was like from different thing, right?
Nope,
There's, like,
that's the nope. Talking about
Yeah.
this.
I think a part of this is just the overseers are still kind of more accepted by society as a whole in their general form of expression. So they can more easily get by not doing things because you can still kind of explain a project and get some of the satisfaction out of that. You can still kind of explain some thoughts. Whereas for new types, it's just, oh, well, you gotta make something, or no one will ever understand.
Yeah, I can't explain shit. I have to show you.
A great person who once said the only thing harder than making art is not making art.
Yeah, that's an excellent
I
quote.
feel like also because they're like somewhat normal, but not quite. It's like easier for them to get bullied, at least to themselves, like from their perspective.
Oh yeah, this is back to that dead zone theory where it's like
Well, there's people
where
making
it's like
fun
you're
of
just
me
weird
for not
enough.
being normal.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably not much of a big deal.
So I don't relate to this at all because being a now perfect being, I have transcended the chart due to an abundance of mental health. And so that I don't relate to this whatsoever because of that. Because like the whole like the lack of acceptance of self and the inauthenticity, I can't jive with that. Not at all. But
If you ever, it's really funny to meet like mentally healthy overseers, and they're like, "I don't get the meme about us all being depressed and sad."
Yeah.
And even then, you can still be kind of depressed and sad and still be worthwhile and cool and make shit.
Yes. Def.
And Endless Jess is not a happy person.
Right.
He's not a happy man.
His face is not a happy face.
And yet,
destroyed you all.
an artist of the generation.
Yeah. You got wrecked by a sad boy. Was that duel in the desert thing real?
What?
I can see we're staying on topic.
Is that duel in the desert thing real?
That duel in the desert
Tarbuck?
thing.
I don't follow.
You said in one of the episodes you defeated your fears in the duel in the desert.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Man. I don't keep track of my own lore, dude.
If there's something funny, I remember.
Conquering my own fears in a duel in the desert. Yeah, it's all flooding back to me now. I'm getting war flashbacks. It's like I said the chant, and now the medallion has telegraphed me back to Earth, leaving like I have to find some way to get back to Barsoom. I will invest my millions into this haircut and finding this medallion once again, and I will get back to Barsoom and be able to resume my life with Deja Thoris, a princess of Mars. For I am John Carter.
Oh, it's all coming together.
By the way, or
like listening
please put these
intently.
3 images in the episode that Reed just posted. These are fantastic.
I just Googled it.
Yeah, or just Google it again.
Well, DuckDuckGo actually.
You know, I feel that's weird.
Yeah, we are Duck Duck Bros.
Hey man, get that Google data shit out of my face.
I feel like it's kind of weird, but like new types seem more healthy in general.
It's
Yeah.
like they're weird, but they're comfortable with it, and it's not like a problem for them.
It's like something about the wiring is just like it's fine. You can just like throw away all the bad stuff. It's like it comes and goes, and it's like whatever. It's another day at the office. The office of my mind or something.
Yeah.
Is there anything more to this meme?
From what I have observed of other overseers, it sounds correct to me, and from what I've seen of new types, it's definitely correct.
Yeah, it speaks to some trend that exists in the world.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of good overseer. There's probably plenty useless new type.
Now we're just shit posting in text chat. Should we move on to the next thing?
Yes.
Speaking of the usefulness or uselessness of people, humans are capital. People with skills and abilities, educations, and virtuous ethics are highly valued human capital. People with fewer skills and abilities, less educated or less virtuous ethics, are lower valued human capital. Democracy thrives when the majority of the population is above some.
Smiley face.
I read me, human instinct, pure instinct.
How do we even explain this? It's the chart.
So,
Okay.
All right, let me start by saying that.
Yeah,
let me say that the chart's name. We got the name from someone in the Discord. I think he was an analyst, and he would post literature, and he would talk about literature pretty in depth. And someone was like, "We should just name it." We made this in like a call with like a dozen people, and someone was like, "Let's just use a quote from him as the title." And a bunch of people were like, "Yeah, do that." I was like, "Okay, okay, sure."
This is how masterpieces are created. Great collaborative works.
We wanted to take I got in the chat, and this was the time where like I was getting in the chat, the voice chat almost every day, and I was like, let's make something. Let's make a shitty, stupid chart together. And this was the best one we ever made. And we're like, let's come up with like the Chad name for something and the beta like cuck name for something.
And then you have the regular chart in the middle. The fucking normies.
Yes. Fucking normies, dude.
I believe I was at work. I was at lunch break when this happened. I like got on my phone briefly. Because
So the chart expands upwards and downwards. You have different levels, different grades of quality.
Yeah, so the normies we don't gotta explain.
The normal
chart
chart's in the middle.
Names. But,
all right, let me read I want to read the Chad ones, and then someone else.
Yeah.
Or no, you know what? I'll read them both. It'll be easier.
You can't just do everything.
yours.
I mean, you literally made it.
It's yours, Charlie.
So you can just explain.
All right, for human calculators, we got the Chads. They are supercomputers. The betas are Game Boy. Analysts, Chad mad scientist. Beta is just a link to the Wikipedia race and intelligence page.
I believe that was one particular person who was on the server.
Yes.
There
was a guy named Smock, and he typed himself as an analyst, and he had some not great
was
views,
super fucking racist.
and would talk about things like that, and we're like, we'll use that as the meme.
Yeah.
For Fascinator, we have Chad Cult Leader, Beta Discord Groomer.
Both of those are like bad.
Both are bad, yeah.
But one is Chad.
They're also kind of the same thing.
yeah.
There's a difference of scale, I guess.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
Of course.
Right. And
Yeah.
like I said, one is Chad.
One is Chad. All right. For new type, we got Chad and Bibdong. And,
That's a whole meme.
And Babs. Oh, fuck. Beta Spaz, not Bab. Beta Spaz.
The Ambib doing. Okay, I'll get back to
The
that
Chad
one.
and the Bab.
No, you explain the Bibdong thing now.
Okay, basically, there's this dude who was not even a new type after this, but he's typed a new type at the time. He's called the Wizard. We know him as the Wizard. Actually, let me just find the image because that's way easier. Hold on. He said some weird sentence, and at the end, instead of "What am I doing?" he said "Ambib doing." And then hold on, where's the image? And then we like spiraled off with these images. There was the meme of Kirby looking off into the distance with "I may be stupid." And then I took that and pasted over top "I may be Ambib doing." And then I made an edit where I made it into an emote, and it's now an emote on the server. Here's the image.
Maybe a movie.
Yeah. Everything is stupid and dumb, and everyone else, especially me, what am I doing? And that's the new type thing.
Classic.
And even I love to use it because it's just so powerful.
It's so good.
It just
powerful.
Power.
It just chart loops around to my space.
No, it's even funnier. He typed level-headed before he left, and there was the image. It's the Kirby. It's like pink, the new type pink, but it has like this sheen, which is like the level-headed color. So when he's back,
I never noticed that. That's interesting.
Level-headed new type collab.
Yeah.
Bam.
All right. Technicians are Chad rocket scientists. A lot of scientists, I'm realizing. Chad rocket scientists, beta tech support.
That most Chad of careers, scientist.
Yeah, bro. All right, and I gotta zoom in for the quick-witted here.
God.
So I can
That's
remember
so
what.
long.
Oh, this is. I don't know why we put this for the Chad. We went to WikiHow, and we just got how to stop getting bullied, and we put that in the Chad one. Looking back, it makes no sense, but it's funny.
Yeah, the funniest part was like when he pasted that, then it was just one line, and he had to like manually line break everything. I remember that. That was like one of my first VCs, I think. I could just remember that because
I remember you laughing like you're the only one who found that especially funny that it all posted in one line, and I had to like enter it all. And then we have the beta Kirito.
I don't know what that is, but I'll believe you.
I think that's the main character from Sword Art
Online. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I haven't watched.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
remember that show.
Character is very kind of
That's why it's beta. For Overseer, we have Chad, and it's that picture of Shadow the Hedgehog. It says nice. He's saying nice cock.
Yeah,
it's inverted.
Inverted,
Nice
yes, because I made the Chad one in normal, but I inverted it to make it look more time cakey when I put it all together.
Hey, Tarbuck. Nice cock.
Yeah.
Nice cock, bro.
As a Chad who fucks, I endorse this message. Nice cock.
For beta Overseer, we just have the image of the Discord mic mute button.
And also inverted, yeah.
I feel like you have to now double explain aesthetician and impressionist here.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that too. For aesthetician, we have for Chad aesthetician, we have Pablo Picasso Escobar. For Chad impressionist, we have Pablo Escobar Picasso. Which was just like we were like, which one goes where do we put Pablo? We couldn't decide whether to use Pablo Picasso Escobar or Pablo Escobar Picasso. I was like, wait a second, I'll just use both. It worked out.
And that has a nice symmetry with it in between that and the beta version.
Yes, the beta version for aesthetician is Pussy Poet, and the beta version for impressionist is Can I have the pussy, please?
Wait. Is Pink Guy an impressionist?
Maybe.
Pink Guy. Possibly.
Oh, this is my favorite one. Okay, bouncing over to contemplative. We have Chad contemplatives are level-headed, but beta level-headeds are contemplative.
Yeah.
The beta contemplative is also a WikiHow reference where we have how to. We went to the page, but the only thing we took was how to. I screenshotted that, put that in there. How to school shooter, and I think that's a picture of Light Yagami inverted.
It is.
And squashed.
It
looks like Minecraft or something, like a modded Minecraft environment.
And the Chad level-headed is just quote you're cringe bro unquote.
Yeah, that's what my level-headed dude will tell you. Just you cringe bro.
For understanding Chad, we have Supermom. For beta understanding, we have Simp and then just Soap Monster because we are shitting him on him at the time for no particular reason.
Just put him there.
Just putting him in there in the Simp. For externalist Chad, we have Popstar. And for the beta externalist, we have Discord Quick-Witted.
What?
I don't even I don't know.
The bargain bin quick-witted.
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
Oh, as in people who on the Discord who type themselves quick-witted are actually here.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
That sounds right to me.
Okay. Maybe. I don't even remember, and I was there. Bookkeeper Chads are just Asians. Bookkeeper Betas are tattletales.
Wow.
No, actually, I forgot the reason why we did like Asians for bookkeeper.
Because, like, I don't know, old internet is like, oh, Asians are amazing and they can, like, do all this crazy stuff.
They do
I
math
remember
really
that,
well
yeah.
as kids, bro.
Oh, okay.
I think that's why I picked it.
Yeah.
Skipping over level-headed, clear-sighted Chads are the 69th Hokage, as in the Hokage from Naruto. We couldn't
Nice.
figure out which one to pick, but then we just went 69th. And then for Discord light so beta clear-sighted is Discord light theme. I think that's because Kiproy at the time was clear-sighted and he used light theme.
Yeah.
Also, Bama uses light theme, I believe, also.
Oh, the more you know.
That's funny.
And then for Chad Pure Instinct, we have Big Dick Energy, and Beta
more nice cocks.
Beta Pure Instinct, we have Public Masturbation, which is probably one of the more accurate ones on here, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah, that's where the insane part came in from one of those previous charts.
Let me think. Oh, and then to bring it all together, I was like, so we made both of these, right? I think we made both of these. And I was like, all right, how do I make this? I want to make like a time cakey level post. So I inverted one of them. I took the regular chart. I inverted that as well. I Googled 3 layers and got this shitty PNG of 3 layers, labeled them
It has
Chad
like a
externalist.
gloss. Oh, and that's
Yeah.
a shadow, and then you inverted that, so now it's like this.
Yeah, that was in there too.
And it's like squared off really terribly.
Yeah. I
I
labeled
can
all the
see the
layers.
entire square if I squint. I can see the whole square that it's in.
There was actually some theory at the time about external and internal things that I wasn't really understanding, but I just thought it was a funny meme, so I put it on
probably
there.
just different ways that types can look, probably.
Yeah, and then
Which is still
I put little.
I off the top of my head, I want to say it's internal versus external locus of control. Like if the thing that determines your mental and emotional state is outside of you, then you're a beta, and if it's inside of you, then you're a Chad. I say because I'm a Chad, and I'm trying to make myself sound better.
Well, I did the opposite, so you must be wrong. Anyway,
Maybe it's where you harbor these things.
I don't know, because we're like trying to diagnose what this theory was that.
Yeah, I think the way people were doing it mostly was, are these people who are just in their head the entire time, or do they interact with the outside world and do shit? I think that was genuinely the difference.
For and then to make it even more time cakey, I put little white arrow drawings and then some 4 little things. One is, bro, we got like 40 squares, which again I think is something Tolgi said.
Yeah, I said like, oh my god, we have so many squares here. I love this.
And I was like, all right, I'll put that in.
I said actually like 50 squares.
It's
like
48.
51, like the squares like from the layers. And it said,
you
oh
also
yeah,
have that.
51. Yeah, we make that 40. Wow, we got like 40 squares.
That's mad.
I remember that vividly.
Wow.
So
One
it's,
line
I think
is-
my first contribution.
One line is just fuck. Another line is, this is where it gets real. And then another line is just a wooga, but it's cut off so you only see ooga.
I like to use "this is where shit gets real" everywhere, and I also like to put "fuck" in random places.
Yeah. I think what I always did whenever we got finished making a post in the VC together was I would tell everyone in the VC, all right, now go in there and pretend you know what's going on in the image and that this makes sense and it's perfect. So I would tell people to go comment stuff like that. So Axia's like, we did it, we solved it. Gio's like, man, I always thought neurotyping was dumb, but this solves it. And Digi says based, which is amazing.
Yeah,
and then
amazing.
Urcoy, you respond, Neuro-sandwich, he.
I don't know
And then,
why.
and then like 3 months later, you say, wait, why did I do that?
It was a fugue state.
It was.
It was a fugue state. I support Neuro-sandwich as the name for this theory, and
Yeah, the
I am going to think about it as the Neuro-sandwich from now on.
Nice.
I refer to it in my head as level theory.
I like
That's
Neuro-sandwich
boring.
better.
Sandwich is also good.
But I guess you get
food
different
related.
level-headed changes on the
Yeah.
different levels.
Yeah. Your neurotype isn't a spot on this chart. It's a path towards ascension. You have to
These are
go up.
the levels of headed.
To go up. And in fact, there might be more above that. Never stops striving upward. You don't know what exists above the chat layer.
Yeah, Tarbuck, how many dimensions are there?
Oh, don't do that to me, dude. That's a long conversation.
I know.
That is deep Tarbuck lore, as far as this channel is concerned.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything about this show is deep lore.
we know from Beatrice that there are at least 10.
Tarbuck is deep lore.
Anyone remember that lyric? And I exist across 10 dimensions with cruel intentions. No? Okay.
Let me level with you.
Yeah, this is a deep lore fractal. All right. Democracy thrives when the majority of the population is above some.
No.
That is
not talking.
The whole thing didn't fit, so I just added a period and a smiley face. That's how it goes.
That part of the quote like haunts me.
Above some. What does that mean? That could go very badly, the rest of that quote.
Yeah, the way that it immediately scanned to me is above some races.
Probably not. I mean, he was an analyst, so
Was
Maybe.
he, though? Self-typed.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's
probably-
like kind of right wing.
the self is important for neurotyping, but can be flawed, I guess. Does anyone have anything to add?
I feel like there's
I
nothing
think
to
that-
say.
I think that does it for me for this one.
Yeah.
That was a lot. It's too much for Mr. Incredible.
It was the thickest post.
Nice post again by ReadMe. Know your place. Trash.
Another readme.
Another Filthy Frank reference,
I
too.
think I helped you with the middle ones on this.
Yeah, because I was like, I couldn't come up with any more imps. And then you're like, what about rare? Somehow it just ended up on like meat qualities.
So it's like a 3x3
Quality.
where it's 3x3, and I believe there was some meme where like each quadrant got named something. So we had like wimps in Latlex, blimps in Latimp, chimps in Linimp, and then simps in Linlex. And then here we just push those to the corners of this 3x3 and put stuff between them.
I actually, I think I actually moved some of the imps around because I think on that original quadrant chart, I think imps are I can't speak. I think simps and wimps were switched on the original quadrant chart. I didn't like that, so I flipped them back.
Oh yeah, I remember. I was like being called a sim in the last one. Yeah, I remember that.
You know what's funny is between simps and chimps we have shrimps, and if Jordan B. Peterson really is in that zone, that makes perfect sense.
Crustacean.
Crustacean. Shrimps. And between the wimps and the blimps we have limp.
Not
There's
even
some
limps,
joke. There's
just limp.
some joke in there about masturbation.
Probably. About
And
being
then along
dangerous.
the middle we have, I think that it's like the meat. So the reason I thought of this is you have rare on the right side because it's like uncooked, it's raw impressionism, and then on the left you have well done, the cooked, the lexical.
Overcooked.
In the middle,
Yeah.
in the
Fully
middle you have
lexicalized.
medium rare.
Yeah, I don't know why medium rare is in the
Medium
middle and
rare.
not just medium.
You know, I think you did help me with that because now that I hear you explaining it, I'm getting flashbacks.
Yeah, I remember making those. I remember cooking those meats for you.
I like the left right as raw versus cooked analogy.
Yeah.
That speaks to me.
This was like at a point where I was obsessed with 3x3 because I was like at this point where it's like, it's so hard. Sometimes you just can't type something like you can't type one of the axes and maybe it's just kind of in the middle. And I thought that having two center columns was too confusing. Like I didn't understand where the cutoff was for all that. So I was like, just make it 3x3. It's easier.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fewer distinctions is easier. That is why I have embraced quadrants.
Yeah, you said that earlier. The order quadrant or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like this.
This puts me firmly in medium rare, which suits me just fine because that's how I like my meat.
Urcoy, you have a comment on this that says, "Damn, I knew I was a simp depression chair." And then I said, "Haha, Simpy Simpson."
Yeah, this was also being used to, like, you can put this on any of the individual types. So within the new type zone is land somewhere, simp, and well done. I do like, I don't like meat that is chewy at all. I'd rather have slightly burned meat.
I actually like chewy meat a lot.
Ew.
So I guess that says something. Or
It
maybe
depends
not
on
at
the
all,
kind
and it's
of
completely
chewy.
unrelated to neurotyping, but it's
This
fun to
adds
think about.
absolutely nothing.
I do like my steak raw on the few occasions that I eat meat.
I want the meat that I eat to taste like it could have kicked my ass. And
That's-
like it is actively fighting me even now, and I have to beat it into submission.
You know what? That's exactly what I think too, Tarbuck. Thank you for putting it into words.
Oh, how many meat you
That's
eat.
my thing. I draw metaphors and vivid imagery and stuff. That's what I'm
Vivid
about.
imagery. Oro, are you rare?
Yes.
Rare to me.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to move on to the Overseer versus Agroseer?
This is the
Yes.
most
Yeah.
theory-esque thing we
Magica,
have.
Overseers and Agroseers, 2 bitches, 1 Neurotype.
Yeah, this was from Magica, who has since deleted his account. Which I think, no, wait,
okay,
he
that's
deleted his
interesting.
account immediately after this. And it was...
That sounds
it was
about right.
after, It was after Rika left a comment, and in my head, he, like, read Rika's comment and then slammed his keyboard so hard that his account got deleted. That's my headcanon.
That
No,
sounds
that
like
didn't
that's-
actually happen. But
No,
that's
but it's
what I
great
imagine.
lore.
I mean, do
It's
you
great
know
lore.
that?
Good lore.
Yeah. Do you know it didn't happen?
So, Overseer Type A, the Overseer, sad boy as fuck. To be actually, you know, it's better to do them in pairs. So the first one is going to be Overseer, and the second one is going to be Overseer Type B, the Agroseer. Type A, sad boy as fuck. Type B, mad boy as fuck. Type A, big pussy vibes. Type B, big anger vibes. Type A, little bitch. Type B, huge bitch. Type A, quits too much. Type B, stubborn as fuck. Type A, doesn't try. Type B, overexerts. Type A, self-sabotaging. Type B, self-sabotaging. Type A, self-defeating. Type B, self-flagellating. It's sort of a wibble wobble between the two, but most seers lean one way or the other seer.
It's weird because you sound almost like Magica sometimes.
Yeah, I would just say the cadence. matches
Maybe
very well.
I gotta clip that and send it to him.
Well, I should tell you that the bit that I'm doing is Obscurus Lupa Presents.
More deep lore.
I feel
Yeah.
like the way you read self-sabotaging and then paused and said self-sabotaging again was like the exact way Magica would have done it.
Yeah. Now this is more interesting. He was at the time an overseer. This was before he switched over to aesthetician. So I feel like this is sort of the where they split and sort of like you either go more lexical or more impressionistic thing that was posited very early on. And you'll see that the other one is slightly more red. It's got a red
This beckons me
tinge.
to like
but I don't think that has to be the case. I think this type of dichotomy exists for every quadrant.
Yeah.
Sure.
Not for every quadrant, for every type. But for some reason, it's more pronounced with overseers.
I think it's just there's the two. There's just these. We can easily see the two stereotypes there because maybe that the sad boy is so vivid.
Are they really overseers if everyone's staring at them?
No, they're shadow guardians.
Like in my mind, this is just kind of level theory or sandwich theory again. It's just the
essentially.
bitch version of the type versus the good. Well, not the good version. Versus the burning version of the type.
Yeah. Are you an ice type or a fire type? That's what this is after.
I don't know.
Yes.
I do feel like more of a solid state.
Wait,
type.
no. It's not ice and fire. It is fighting type and ghost type.
Ooh.
Is it?
Yes.
No, I like ice and fire more.
A song of ice and fire.
It's a grass type and water type.
One of them beats the other one up.
Yeah.
And like ghost types are too cool. I mean, ice types are also cool. Fuck.
Are you fairy type or dragon type?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's even better. Although yeah. I'm reconciling that in my head. So it's a whole thing. Anyway, what I wanted to get at here is that before I transcended neurotyping and the world, A Tale of Souls and Swords Reborn, the reason that I call myself the firebrand with inner peace is because I was aggro as a big part of my persona. Like in the Goblin Slayer video that I did on Not a Vampire's channel, like I was the one who was the most aggressive and is picking fights about things I don't even believe for no goddamn reason. I made the claim that if you have bad taste in art, that is a moral judgment upon you as a person because taste is a virtue.
Of course.
That totally sounds like something I would say, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I am the Agroseer, and before I got into My Little Pony, like way back in the day, I was also amazingly bitchy. This does in fact capture me.
Yeah. And apparently because this episode is just me reciting digi lyrics, this, as a sentiment for like any type, is perfectly encapsulated in the song Seethe, in which there's the line, "When I'm not mad at everybody, then I'm mad at me."
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah. You have to pick one. You have to be sad or fight.
Be sad or fight. Those are your
I
options.
guess both, but why would you do that to yourself?
I always heard that lyric the same way that you did.
Yeah.
The original lyric is apparently, when I'm not mad at everybody, they're not mad at me.
Huh.
And the follow-up to Seethe was, when I'm not mad at everybody, then I'm mad at myself.
Even more deep lore.
Yeah.
The lore deepens. It's like a
How
fucking
deep
cavern.
will the lore go?
Find out on the next post.
Lyrics.az says it is, when I'm not mad at everybody, then I'm mad at me.
Yeah, but anybody could have wrote that down and said, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but Beatrice made a big point at some point of saying she will correct wrong lyrics on Genius and such.
Yeah, but does she?
I don't know.
I'll update it myself
Yeah.
if I have to.
I remember
okay.
I remember a
but-
discussion video where
Yeah, no,
she
on
was
her
like,
own SoundCloud, she herself wrote the lyrics down, and here it's also, when I'm not mad at everybody, then I'm mad at me.
Okay.
I'm definitely right about this, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Huh.
Starbuck wrong.
I think she changed it at some point because I distinctly
Really?
remember her in an analyzing my own music video where she was talking about the difference between Seethe and Seethe Part 2.
Huh. Interesting.
Maybe the brain just got incepted after a
Can't
while.
see when this was written, I don't think.
I don't know. Whatever. Anyway,
Whoa.
the point of like all of this discussion is that this like sad grow versus aggro dichotomy always exists.
Yes.
And it's particularly visible in the Overseer, which
This
I can
cover art
confirm
here.
having been the aggro.
This cover art here is the same colors. It's that cold
shit, it
purple
is.
and the hot magenta thing. Nice. It's all.
I
coming
bet she
together.
probably has like a kind of synesthetic attachment to those colors for this mood and those zones
Maybe,
because she did decide on the original colors, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we,
All right.
Anime.
Peepus.
Are we done?
Yeah.
so.
Crime chart.
Oh,
crime
yeah.
chart.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Urcoy.
Yeah, I compiled this from other people, but it's mine.
I think we were working on this in a VC, right? Because I remember working on this with people.
I think it was
it
actually
spanned a
just
few
people-
days, though.
No, people were
nights.
just like sending text, and I was like asking, "What would this be? What would this be?" And I was like constantly updating it and sending it back into the text chat.
Yeah, so it wasn't a live stream. It was,
And then
yeah,
a few
okay, that makes more
days
sense.
after, like a little ways after, I finally like finished it and put it out. And the tonal whiplash here that we were describing earlier, that we were setting up, because
It's pretty
these are
intense.
crimes. There's like ones that are really funny, and then other ones that suddenly make you go, "Oh."
Can
So,
we go when we go through one? Can we pause at each one to discuss it and not go through
Yeah,
them all
sure.
and then go
Yeah,
back?
sure.
Alright.
So we got human calculator is hacking / hackers.
Yeah,
Pretty-
by that we literally mean just hacking to stuff, the crime.
Pretty on the nose.
When you were making this, were you thinking of the people who do this crime are this neurotype? Because like I started reading it that way and it didn't make sense to me. And then I was like, wait, no. The crime itself is this neurotype. The human calculator is the neurotype of the crime of hacking.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
how I
I
read
was. I didn't.
It's kind
actually
of whatever
think about that.
justification.
I was following a pattern. I just don't think I had told myself what that pattern was, or really.
I actually said, yeah, I don't want to actually be a hacker. I want to be something else, but you still put hacker in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is like hacking? Like, what you can do, like anything from this one, like network or like spot.
Yeah.
With, like highly complex logic, and you can do. There's also like on this top of the chart, there's like more scale to the crime also. Like the stuff
Yeah,
you can do
there's-
with hacking is like potentially like worldwide devastating if you do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viruses can be pretty bad. Computer viruses.
Yeah.
And the next one is
I mean,
The analysts.
welcome to 2020. Viruses can be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we are recording this in 2021 in like
We are.
May,
I keep
March.
forgetting that.
Yeah.
2020 never ended. It's definitely still 2020.
This is
Time
just-
has not moved on.
Yeah, this is almost 1 year. Doctor.
This is the
2020
deluxe
card.
edition,
Break.
2020 deluxe edition.
It's like
Yeah,
all those
So,
We should take this year off and just like be yeah. This is just still 2020. It doesn't stop being 2020 until we stop lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, like plenty of people do it's the so 100th of May 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that nomenclature. I'm actually going to start using that.
Yeah.
Should we go to the next one?
Yes.
Yeah. So we got.
For analyst, it's drug dealer.
Yeah. So like, if you're like a drug lord or something, you got to keep like track of this whole network, probably.
Yeah, you have like a whole web.
Yeah, a web of,
organization.
but you gotta, you need a bit more impressionism to like deal with
Right.
people in certain ways. You're still like ruthless and cold about
Yeah.
it,
Loosely associated people.
but people
strings
don't
to
do
be pulled.
exactly what you want. You need a bit of improv
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Such as by addicting them to drugs so that they will serve you.
Become easier to manage. Yay.
I mean, your methods can't all be subtle.
Hey, I gotta go pee real quick. I drank like 3 water bottles.
Yeah.
Right on.
It was a terrible idea. I'll be right back.
He at one point had Gatorade bottles and was like, "Bro, you have a Gatorade bottle," and he like smacks it off his table like, "No, I don't." And then he later sent an image of a whole bunch of empty Gatorade bottles on the floor. I have a problem.
I'm still looking through pictures of John Carter stuff. I have been doing that in the background this entire time.
That's better than me just typing everywhere.
Typing everywhere.
Yeah, that's gonna be another little image edit in the episode. Like, I'll take that picture you posted, edit your face on it. And also, like, your maker's mark would be a nice, like, sword hilt. So I'll put that in his hand. The sword without the hilt. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Earlier in this podcast, I'm looking at your tea and be like, that's a nice hilt.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Hey. So we were on, we had just done drug dealer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just on drugs.
Next is cult leader for fascinator, which is like
Again.
Obvious.
Yeah.
Because it was on the one we talked about earlier.
Charles Manson there.
There he is.
Yeah, so it's similar to being a drug lord, but like it is
a lot more people-oriented.
even more about people. You're not like moving just stuff. You're moving people and their minds.
You're moving their hearts and souls to the other side.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
And then if we turn our eyes over to new type, we have terrorist.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think that's actually 9/11 happening in the picture.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was really into 9/11 for a long time. I would know that
Whiplash.
building anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one where it most seems like, oh, we're not describing people who would do the crime. It's
Yeah.
it makes
the
more
crime
sense.
itself.
Again, with the
It is
like,
the crime
scale
itself.
thing.
I think this
Yeah.
is the last one we filled out because it took us for like we were just stuck. Like, what's a new type crime?
I think I just
And
came up with
terrorism
this
is-
one
Oh,
and
yeah.
just chucked it
That
in
was
there.
a long one.
Like it makes sense because all the red column ones are like destruction of some kind, of sort of
Yeah.
like this visceral magnitude, and then the top row is all like the largest scale.
Big.
So
It makes so much sense because it's like when you see when terrorism happens, you're like, why would they even? It feels like there's such convolution there. Like, why would they even do this? It doesn't make any sense. It's like beyond you in some level.
Yeah, everybody sees and knows, but they don't understand.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, let's move on to hijackers, baby.
Oh, you said it.
Yeah, technician. We got hijacker.
right.
Yeah, I guess you break into those cars, dude. You know how to cars.
You know how to cars. Yeah. I wasn't following it right up until you said that.
It's like thing related, like computers, but it's more in the world. It's a car.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
more physical thing.
And it's not there aren't quite as many variables. There's still a lot though, if you know cars.
Yeah.
I don't even know cars. I know there's a lot.
Would Nate Bestman steal your car?
That would violate the non-aggression principle.
Right.
He would steal your car right in front of you, drive up, and roll down the window, say something funny, I guess, and then drive
You say
away.
women belong in kitchen. Thanks for the car. Meow.
Take your car.
Yeah.
Look out the window, shout, "Welcome to Hillary's America," and just drive off into the sunset.
Welcome to Hillary's America.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, quick-witted bank robbers.
Yeah. Like, this is similarly technical, but, like, again, it's the blue column. You have to deal more with people.
Yeah.
Like,
There's
it's a
people,
highly
but it's
technical
still
thing,
mostly
but they-
thing related.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
there's a human
And also
element
it's-
in there.
A thing that actually turns over like a good bit of money. Same as drug dealing, same as forgery.
Yeah.
So I
Breaking
think-
and entering.
Yeah. Blue column is just kind of get money.
I'm going to get the money by taking the money.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of variables that go into bank robbing. Also, this image is from the beginning of the movie Good Time, where they do just that. They rob a bank. It's pretty sick, dude.
It's a good time.
It's a good. I just
time.
saw Good Time, and it was a good time.
Yeah.
I'm giving this one an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Overseer, school shooter.
This one is a meme. It sprouted from the meme of like you're like isolating yourself so much and then like lashing out at the world.
You sad Agroseer. And then
Also,
you do a very jarring
chose-
Agroseer.
The picture I chose for this is so stupid.
I love the picture that you picked.
Because it's a kid with a rifle.
He doesn't look like he's gonna
Smile.
shoot it. He's just like really happy that he's in a picture.
Well, he's happy that he finally has power in order to correct the injustices of the world.
Of course.
Don't actually
God.
do this.
Yeah, disavow.
See, it's not just pure destruction. It's about making a statement, which makes it a little bit more lexical.
Yes, exactly. I endorse.
No.
Mass shootings now.
Probably don't say endorse. Yeah,
Don't say that.
JK disavow.
we made a lot of oof like bad statements.
This whole
episode.
section, just put
Yeah.
big red text disavow.
Disavow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although what I would like to,
Actually, might just put a disclaimer at the start of this episode because we had
Yeah.
talk before. We should just disavow this entire episode.
I know, put
Yeah.
a on the thumbnail. Put a disavow.
how did we
yeah.
get here? Can someone draw me a map?
No
The disavowed episode.
maps of meaning.
Maps of meaning.
Anyways, I was saying, this one is also in the purple column. It seems to be like directly people focused.
Mm-hmm.
Is sort of the theme there that I'm seeing.
Yes, I agree with that.
The reason you're doing it is
Yeah.
because people,
Because
and the
people.
focus is because people.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, other people have called this the social column, right?
Have they? I mean, it makes sense.
I thought that was the other way, but I could be wrong.
No, wasn't for Magica the social row, like the
Yeah.
second row?
Yeah.
I don't think there was a social column.
This,
Maybe there was.
This is the row where you deal with people. That's what he
Yeah,
said.
right.
Yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
to care about and focus on people to be able to deal with people, though.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Purple is the focus on people.
I feel like my internal mapping has always been that there's a lot of school shooter vibes in contemplative.
Yep.
Like turning inward and then getting progressively more ridiculous fantasies about what's going on around you and how to, in quotes, right the injustices of the world. And maybe
contemplative
the connection
being-
between those two vibes is why my heat map looks the way that it does, and I have like this spike over in contemplative.
Because of
Yeah.
school shooting?
Contemplative being school shooters is far more of a meme, I think. And part of that is because Light Yagami isn't there, and Light Yagami is just a school shooter with even more power.
Yeah. I don't know.
Same motivation.
The deep spiral
This.
behavior, like that mindset, is a commonality between the two types, and I think that as a result, they have this in common. What I'm saying is the reason that I relate to both of them is school shooting. I'm the worst
You
this
really do need to
episode.
fill this episode with just a big red disavow
Yeah.
statement.
Just have it flashing intermittently on and off every 5 seconds.
That's great.
No, that's work.
Just
we
put
made
it.
the last. I made the last episode work, but the last episode was good, and the work led to something good. This is just awful.
This is a lot of bad takes we're doing today.
I know. Put a disavow and then in parentheses, bad audio content.
Do the your icon lights up when you talk thing, but it's me only, and it's the word disavow over my icon, and that's it.
It's all him.
All right.
Anyways.
Okay. Aesthetician, arsonist, and I should check back. I want to do that before the episode, but I forgot whether this was made before or after I did the Magnus Archives entities chart. Because the thing from that I put in Aesthetician was the desolation, the lightless flame, which is also all about burning and blind destruction.
You know why
and everything
Aesthetician
being raised to the ground around you. And I wonder if that's just the color red and people being lazy.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. But I don't think it is. I think fire is aesthetic. I think fire does belong there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think fire is just aesthetic and, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll go a step further. It's not that people are lazy and going, oh, it's red, so fire. It's that when Beatrice made it, she made it red. Because that is the association. Because red and fire and burning just fits it.
Yeah.
It's the most aesthetic.
It was planned from the start.
Yes.
And there's something.
You are the fool.
There's something.
Not me.
There's something still kind of lateral about arsonist where it's kind of like, why are you doing that? There's got to be some convoluted reason you'd burn this thing down.
It's like the new type 1 on a smaller scale and more condensed.
But it's also like maybe you just want to see a house burn down. You know?
Yeah, you're surrendering some kind of control. You don't know exactly how it'll turn out, how it'll look. Whereas for vandalism, there's still order there. You decide how it's going to look.
Yeah, true.
You break it.
True. Let's go to defamation.
Contemplative is defamation with a picture of what's his name, J.
Jonah Jameson.
From the Spider-Man movies.
You're sure?
That's funny.
It's not defamation. That's libel.
Didn't he say? Oh yeah, he said that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know about this one. This one's a little weird for me because it's.
I mean, based on the interaction with Rio, that one contemplative kid we had on there.
True. You know what? I take it back.
This is the most. I don't know. I feel like they have the potential to talk the most shit out of any other neurotype.
That's true, but like really deep cuts kind of thing, where like
I mean, we had the neurotyping chart from the perspective of a contemplative earlier, and it was just, oh, these people are useless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like
there you go.
judging the usefulness of every other person on this.
I wish I was you.
With such
better.
precision as to judge themselves as almost productive members of society.
Yeah. A little bit of that sad boy energy.
Yeah. Like self-defeating.
Yeah, a lot of parallels to the Sadvaseer.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this one. This one is funny and...
fuck. Wovaseer. W-O-E. Wovaseer.
Oh,
Wovaseer. There we go.
That's better than sad seer.
Yeah.
Wovaseer.
It rolls off the tongue more.
Yes.
Shall we move to forgery?
Understanding is forgery. I feel like this is the most boring one on here.
It really is. Just like understandings.
I feel like there's something that could be better.
I think defamation and forgery are necessary though, because like the entire order quadrant is the boring quadrant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like look at that quadrant. Tell me those are not the boring crimes.
I mean, maybe breaking and entering, but if no one's home, it's pretty boring.
Yeah.
Yep. Forgery,
And
I
like,
guess.
do shoplift, yes, but it's not the most thrilling of things.
Yeah.
I think-
Yeah, someone in the comments actually said that.
It should be tax evasion, right?
Yeah, tax evasion.
I think when we were making it, everyone was like, bookkeeper should be like. We almost went with they don't break the rules, but it was like it should be something that's like a rule that everyone
so
breaks.
benign.
But we ended up going with shoplifting because it's just an actual
we
crime.
should have just let it blank. It's like, yeah, they don't do anything. I mean, they're literally like.
I made it the funniest one on there.
I could see making bookkeepers being something like speeding.
Yeah.
That's the crime that literally everyone does, and if you try to argue with them about it, they're like, but it isn't bad though. And I'm like, good argument. Bad example, but good argument.
I think forgery actually still keeps the theme though, because it's like
Yeah.
It keeps the theme, definitely.
it's like still utility, but there's like more people involved with forgery. You're like forging identities. You have to.
You still need a client.
You got to understand people, but only for your own ends.
Yeah.
Only for the benefit, only for the crime.
It's also still kind of a social crime. Like for drug dealing, for bank robbery, and for forgery, you have to kind of get in contact with the people
Yeah.
you can do this with.
Yeah.
For the rest of
That
the
makes
system,
level
you can
edit
do,
even
you can set
funnier.
out to do on
Get
your
in
own.
contact with
I gotta get in contact with some people.
No,
Hey, mister, are you interested in some crime?
Would you like some crime?
man. So externalist, identity theft. This one like fits the most, I think.
Yeah,
I think
Just,
we're
like,
gonna go
fits
with-
squarely in there. Just
I remember thinking con artist, like identity
Well, this
theft. Or, like,
the
con
picture
artist.
of this dude is from a show called White Collar, and he is a con.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought it was white collar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. This dude is slick as fuck and probably is an externalist himself or close to it.
Mm-hmm.
Orbiting that area.
Orbiting.
Okay, and since we did it earlier, if Nate would steal your car, would Ben steal your identity?
I think
then
he
you
would
have
probably
nothing.
steal my identity, but not in the normal sense.
What in what sense then?
He would steal your
Like-
brand.
Like he would steal my identity and then do something with it that isn't credit card fraud. You know?
Like nothing terrible, just to steal it, and then do something stupid, or like actually something terrible.
I mean,
He'd
maybe
just,
something
He'd just
terrible,
steal
I
a
don't
bunch
know.
of identity and send them to people as like backer rewards for his comics.
Sign you up for like
You can be this guy.
I know, he'll steal your identity and then like grow your Patreon.
yeah.
But it's his now.
Just 'cause they
Patreon closed, like they went and closed my Patreon because I hadn't had a post on that,
Oh.
like using my Patreon account in such a long time.
Oh no.
can. Did you
That
have
kinda
any money
sucks.
coming from it?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Maybe Ben
feel
should
that.
steal your identity.
I actually have a plan about that, but I want
To make Ben steal your identity?
no, not a plan to make Ben steal my identity. Although that would be really funny.
Ben, I got a deal for you. You can't resist.
I was actually gonna be exploiting the YouTube Shorts section.
Yeah, the
Because
shorts
the
are
shorts
powerful.
section has its own algorithm that is separate from everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got a bunch of video ideas that work really well as shorts. Because for people who don't know, the other thing that I do besides have a billion channels is
Oh.
I like my main gig is I do like craft instructionals and stuff.
Oh.
And there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've got that's like little one-off tips that would work really well as highly edited, less than a minute content type things that are just, you know, like it makes a big statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go to vandalism before we lose
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
plot again.
Yeah.
So impressionist vandalism, which I think, yeah, like
Because it's like it's arty it's destroying something just below
yeah,
arsonism,
smearing it.
but you get to pick the whole outlook, right? Like you said,
Yeah.
someone said earlier.
I mean, I think there's a lot of versatility there.
Yeah.
You can go a lot of places with your vandalism.
Yeah,
Like milk toast vandalism, standard vandalism might be around there.
yeah, and if you think of it like with abstracting order, that kind of,
Right.
or not order, freaking abstracting
Abstract
instinct,
instinct.
expansive.
Yeah, depending on how deep you get into it also. If you just, there's a thing, I can draw something here, break something here. If you're more thinking, this would be an interesting place to even get to in the first place, and then that is where I could do something. Right? There's some Dotsmart vlog where she talks about like a place where she says, okay, how can I get up there, because it would be really interesting if something was in this specific spot.
Oh my
Some
god.
graffiti or such. Yeah.
No, sorry, I was just looking at Tarbuck's channel because I went through it down a click hole. Posted a link. And I just saw why poverty is like time travel, and I'm like, how did I get here? I need to go back. I need to go back.
Watched a bit of that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
there weren't that many of those, but I do think that some of my best work ever is
Ah,
why poverty is time travel, exhaustively detailing my BronyCon 2019 experience, and why you are a cyborg. Those are my 3 best videos on this whole channel.
Doing vandalism, shoplifting time, or
Yeah. Bookkeeper, shoplifting.
Yep, with a really funny image of a dude like slipping candy into his jacket with like a funny smirk frown on his face.
like he's like I am such a bad boy, and he's just getting a granola bar.
It's the most like harmless crime possible. Nobody knows.
It's like the most
you broke
harmless
rules.
crime while being like a crime.
Yeah.
Technically crime.
It is technically a crime.
Well, loitering.
Good job, you qualified.
Fuck, I can't get over it. I zoomed in on the picture, and he's like, it's even better because I see the milk duds, and he's like kind of like a frown, like super serious.
The milk duds. Our milk duds
I really
gonna
don't
keep...
want to do this, but
I don't want to do. I wish I didn't have to.
I don't got any money. All I got is this 20 for the
You
rest of
forced me to do this.
Yeah, there's not much on that one. Like we already talked about the speeding thing. That
Yeah,
could also be.
Level-headed, breaking and entering.
This one is the funniest one to me. I don't know why.
I don't know, because you're level-headed and you're
Not
just
that
like
actually getting your house broken into is funny, but like something about the image. It's like you're just smashing your hand in there. I don't know.
I'm level-headed. Punches through window.
There's a correlation between level-headed and like Call of Duty and its aesthetics.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
So like, you know, if you play Call of Duty a lot, you probably break through a lot of doors and windows. You break in there.
I mean, you can think of it as just a very simple, straightforward option. I need shit. Well, punch a door in.
That's a nice house you have.
Yeah.
I need some of that.
And once again, with keeping with the blue column, it's like there's a human element involved. You're breaking into somebody's house. You got to be careful.
Someone
Watch
else's,
out.
yeah.
Gotta watch out, dude. But like, still, it's you don't care about them. They're just a problem to solve.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
All right. We're getting to the
Clear-sighted.
Yeah.
Assault. With a dude with a bat pointing at you.
assault.
This guy doesn't even look like he's gonna attack me. He just looks like, hey, you.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
goofy one.
you.
The thing
Get
is, he
outta
kind of
here.
looks like a salesman. So he's pointing at me, hey, want to buy a bat?
You want to bet? You want to buy some bets? Some criminal
He
bets?
looks like Maddox.
Oh, fuck, he does look like Maddox.
Oh, that sounds like a tie-in to one of my later posts.
And that also sounds like a Maddox article, like a guy threatening to beat you up while attempting to sell you bats to defend yourself against him trying to beat you up.
If you don't buy his bats, he will beat you up. If you do buy his bats, you stand a chance.
You stand a chance. That's perfect.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, this is like in the human column again. Like the focus is the people, and this one it's the most straightforward. You just want to beat them up.
I want to beat your ass. I mean, that's how it is.
And then we get to the most uncomfortable one here.
So this was hilarious because we hopped in and it was like the first one. I was like, all right, guys. And they're like, let's go with pure instinct first. It's right there, one of the corners. Everyone was like, rape. And I'm like, because I'm the only pure instinct one. I'm like, are we sure it's rape? Maybe it's, maybe it's something like, no, it's rape.
it's rape.
And I'm like, I mean, you're right.
I just wish I picked a different image.
It's so, that image makes me like sick when I look at it. I have to, I
Yeah.
can't like look at it.
Yeah.
That is deeply uncomfortable
Yeah,
as
right.
an image. Mission accomplished.
You should have just had like a goofy picture of like a guy, like that Germa smile
Yeah, just
picture.
like the clear-sighted one. It's like such a big contrast.
Yeah.
It's just like very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess people are just very desensitized to 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
It's also
that would
like-
also clash more with the rest.
it's also like just
Yeah.
a bigger like just sort of thing that happened.
It's
like,
easier to dissociate
Yeah,
from
it's a
9/11,
lot
but
more
rape
personal.
is so personal.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And this is the one that I kind of disagree with. Like, I totally get why you put it there.
Yeah, I was
Why
thinking there
everybody
could be
puts it
something
there.
else here.
It would be the first thing that I would think of. But if I think about it for more, rape just seems way more lexical to me. Like the sense of entitlement, the control aspect of it. Like they're pure instinct is being typed this way because of sense pleasure, but that's not usually why rape happens. It's usually like about a way to viscerally hurt somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? This one should just be public masturbation again.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. It's a lot more lighthearted.
Or streaking. I should have put streaking there. Streaking.
Anything but rape.
You're just naked. You're running around. Number 7. Student watches porn and gets naked.
What's the mindset of somebody who is highly prone to rape? It is, well, you agreed to it previously and you were passed out, so I figured it was okay. That kind of, not necessarily that thinking only, but that kind of mindset. That puts it firmly in the order quadrant for me, even though the whole order quadrant is all really boring.
I think I agree with you, but I also really want to stop talking about rape.
Yeah.
Instead, just paste a picture of a naked dude.
We want to?
Just paste a naked dude on there.
We hit all 4 quadrants here, didn't we? Pedophiles, school shooters, rape, and what is that? Terrorism. Yeah.
I'm
genuinely unsure on
Lat
whether
imp
we even
twice.
want to publish this episode.
Can we call this a 4 quadrant episode?
But it's lat imp twice. All right.
Bookkeepers, they sucked so much that overseers had to pick up the slack.
Yeah. I am depressed.
I hope you enjoyed this bad audio content.
This is terrible.
First of all, this episode, it was just interesting to have the spurt in activity on the Reddit, on Eurocode, in there as like a historic landmark. But most of these were memes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we discussed that much actually worthwhile. I'm genuinely considering just scrapping this. Jesus Christ.
I think we should release it anyway.
Maybe cut it down a lot. Just get the clips.
Maybe.
No. I want this released, but I think we should half-ass it and then do the nenext episode, episode 11, pretty soon after that. That way it just washes it out.
I definitely put a disclaimer at the very start of it.
Yeah, and like I said, put the big red text disavow and then in parentheses bad audio content.
Put another disavow here just to be safe.
Some things in this are just highly triggering in general. So that needs a disclaimer. And also, you likely won't find anything worthwhile in this. If someone goes through this actually wanting to learn about neurotyping, this episode isn't helpful.
Yeah.
I have another...
That's what you should name the episode. This episode is not helpful.
Yeah.
This is my
actually be damaged.
Suggestion for a title. Trigger warning, everything.
Yeah.
Gather those episode titles.
It's probably safer. We don't know what people could, trigger people.
Yeah.
So just
you gotta definitely put a trigger warning in there somewhere, at least before the crime.
I'd probably say content warning, everything among them, ... If I just say content warning, everything, people will perceive it as a joke.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'll just put
I'm just depressed.
As long as just put a recording at the beginning, with a blank screen and some red text or something.
Yeah.
For real. Trigger warning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and to be fair, this is just memes, so if you just miss out on it, it's not really,
You're not missing anything.
It's not the worst thing.
You've missed nothing.
I mean, this is one of the shortest episodes, so
all right.
you have to factor that in.
All right. If we stop here, then it'll be our only episode under 2 hours.
What about the one I was in?
Yeah, the last one.
No, yeah.
This might be shorter than that one, though.
No, this is longer than that, isn't it?
I
don't know. I can't remember shit.
We'll see.
Anyway, I've been Roman Romantic. You can go to my channel, Roman Romantic, for concise reviews and just other things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go now because I'm just sad about rape. Goodbye.
Synchronized claps. We're going to ride out on synchronized claps, I guess.
All right.
Okay.
Clap. 3, 2, 1.
I think there was something.
We can put this behind us now.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys around.
All right. Take care.
So yeah, hopefully if we ever have you on, it will not be this.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
At least it was
Bye.
fun.
Bye.
Bye-bye.